Okay, welcome to another BP Reloaded. I kind of have to be quiet because Kazaku's asleep over there. But there's been this debate about what protein to take. And when I first saw the thread, I said, okay, I'll get to it. But, all of this training is hard to keep up with how many emails go back and forth. And by the time I go back to the thread, it's just blossomed into this whole debate about what protein to take and this and that and that. So I learned 90% about nutrition after my table tennis career was over. After I retired from table tennis, I started cycling, like high level road cycling and mountain cycling. And for those sports, it is purely about performance, and that's when you get a chance to weed out all of the proteins that work and all of the proteins that don't work, because you judge the quality of product based on its ability to have you recover. Most people talking about being stronger. No, protein is about recovery. You get on a bike, you ride 100 miles on Saturday, you take one of these whey proteins, and the next day you can't get out of bed. It doesn't happen. If you find high level performance cyclists or runners or ultra endurance runners or triathletes, they're taking what absolutely works, and I'm almost certain that it's not any kind of animal based protein. That's my experience. It's a culture that I live in. You can see that there's products that are marketed towards cyclists. They're not using them. Like, I have the inside track. I go to a race, 15 riders. You look at it, what everybody taking. It's not animal-based protein that's going to give you gas. Like, every time I've taken those proteins, I just have gas, and not even like farting, but just like gas. Like, this gas just build up. It's not digesting. It's just building up a lot. So you just start to do your research, and then you start to look at trial and error. I had a friend of mine, one of the top cyclists in Florida. Somebody has said, after you get finished training, take a whole bunch of strawberry milk. No, not strawberry milk or milk. It's not going to work. It probably would work when I was 5, but it's not going to work now. So, and every time we would do a really hard training, and he'd say, man, I went back and I drank like 5 glasses of milk. And then he'd say, then I was sick for like a week and I couldn't train. I didn't say anything to him. I don't really know what to say, because I know cyclists have their ritual, what they like and what they don't like. So I know that it's always a challenge to get them to try something new, because they've done their research already, and they're kind of committed to what they're already using. And through trial and error, what I found is Spurlina and Chlorella. And those are the 2 products that I take. One for one reason and one for the other. Instead of me trying to be this expert and use all of these big words, I'm just going to start making the drink that I do, and then I'm going to have you guys take a look at this video.
What is it about the properties of a barely visible waterweed called spirulina that have got even President Obama's family so interested? In 1974, at the United Nations World Food Conference, it was announced that spirulina is the most ideal food for mankind. But what exactly is the blue-green alga called spirulina? It is a simple, one-celled form of alga, reaching sizes of 0.3 to 1 millimeter in length. These cells are able to capture the energy of the sun and utilize the nutrients in their watery environment. Then, through a photosynthetic reaction, the cells produce protein, sugars, fatty acids, and vitamins, as well as all the important minerals our bodies need. How is it that such a small cellular form should contain all the strength of life's vital forces? is it cultivated and consumed? Why do astronauts use spirulina? And what do scientists report? Is spirulina a likely solution for recovery from malnutrition? And can spirulina really save the planet from the greenhouse effect? Stay tuned to discover Mother Nature's molecular miracle. Since its birth, spirulina has been one of the most important life forms on this planet. But it started playing this vital role a very long time ago.
Okay, here's chlorella. Is normally in a tablet form. I take it and I grind it up. This is something I bought at Whole Foods. I grind it up, and then this is Spurlina. And if you look at the consistencies of both, you'll see that one is light and one is dark. So I just put in that, and another product I take is called Cell Food. What this does, it reduces the water molecules, making the water wetter, which means the water absorbs. And I've always had a problem with stomach issues whenever I would come here. So, and this also purifies the water. So, and I think this is maybe like 16 ounces of apple juice. So I think you put like 8 drops per 8 ounces. 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I just put in a whole bunch. So this is a little makeshift, but I don't really have any other way to do it because I forgot like my regular siphon. So this is grind up. So I basically just put all of the powder and you table tennis players, I know that oh, and by the way, I'm not in bed with any company, and I really wanted to save all of this for later on. I wanted to save this for later on when I got back, because I really tried to do a lot of videotaping of the training. I haven't put up a lot of videos, but I have a lot, so I'll put it all up eventually. But I get this at sunfood.com. I'm not in bed with anybody. I just wanted to give this information out for free because it seemed like the debate was going on, and I wanted to kind of give you guys just some general information on just like the protein I've taken since it became a debate. So if you go to sunfood.com, you can look up both of these and buy it. And I think I got this at Vitamin Shop or Vitamin World, one of those places. I think table tennis players, if you look up all the technologies on rubber and rackets and blades and balls and all of that stuff, I think that you're really in tune, so do your own research so that you can kind of make up your own mind, because I don't want this to kind of stir the debate anymore. I hope it kind of closes it so we can get back to just the training part instead of just the protein part. And I think somebody asked a quick question that I'll answer now. How much serve training do I do? I basically don't do any. That's because every training session we do 4 drills and then we play games. Second training session we do probably 2 drills and then we play games. So we play so many games that you really don't have to do serve training because, you know, depending on what part of training we're doing at least 50% of the exercises the way you're playing points. So you're doing serve and serve return. So the first part of the session maybe 30%. Second part of the session, over 70% of the whole training session is just playing games. So you don't have to do a lot of serve training. So take this information, and I hope it helps you make an informed decision about what you need to take that'll help your body perform better. BB Reloaded, question and answer video number 1. Peace.